G'day mates, in today's video I want to kick off talking about the huge announcement that Epic has just brought back Arena Fills, the ability to queue up for Arena and play with randomized teammates. Also, a lot of people think this means that late game Arena is coming back with this new Lightning Cup that's kind of like a drop-in with a full loadout game mode. Unfortunately, it isn't quite late game Arena as exciting as it is, but I do want to talk about why Epic might not be bringing back late game Arena and whether they will in the future. Also, we had none other than Dr. Disrespect announce a $100,000 no build duo kill race tournament that I think is going to be incredibly exciting. So there's a lot to talk about. Let's just jump into it. Kicking off with the big announcement today, as of this video going live, the update will drop and we have confirmed we are getting Arena Fill back in the game. Fortnite Competitive tweeted out, should we enable Arena Fill tomorrow? And obviously it was met with an overwhelming amount of positivity, 15,000 likes as of the time you're making this video, and a lot of really good comments. And my thoughts on Arena Fill is, yes, of course it should be in the game. There is absolutely no reason to not have Arena Fill in the game because the way I see, and I've talked about this a lot in videos, Arena isn't really that competitive. This isn't a good competitive game mode where you jump in to practice for tournaments or gain a lot of competitive skills. You jump in for a bit of fun, hopefully fun if the meta is good. You W key around, you take some fights, you maybe make to end game, and yeah, it's good at improving your fights and dealing with third parties and all that, but that's why scrims exist, and that's why people play tournaments, because Arena doesn't really mimic that. And I get in a lot of games like Valorant, Apex Legends, I use these examples all the time, their regular comp game mode doesn't completely mirror what a tournament looks like, but at the top level, it's a lot closer than Fortnite. You don't have players like Mr. Savage in their videos going up against kids at the last circle who are basically potatoes. It's just not a good ranked game mode. So you might as well have Phil on so at least people can make some friends, have some fun, meet some new people while they do that. Maybe they do actually find some demigod in Arena Fills and that's now their new duo mate to play tournaments with, because through Fortnite, there's actually very little ways to find teammates. Most of you guys have to do it on Twitter, maybe find Discords. It's just really hard to find actual teammates. And if you don't like Arena Fill, if you don't want to play or you think that no one has a mic or everyone's just kids and they're all terrible, then don't do Arena Fill. Just play Arena normally. And yes, this means some of the players you run into are probably going to be even worse because it's going to be a duo that's not coordinating. At least the queues are going to be faster. And again, it's Arena. It's already pretty uncompetitive anyway. I don't think it matters too much if the game quality goes down a little bit, but the queues are faster, especially in the smaller regions. So I'm very happy they're bringing back Arena Fill. Last time they had it, I think it was Chapter 2, Season 7 or Season 8. I had a lot of fun with it. I actually did a lot of Arena Fills on stream and I really enjoyed it just because I love playing pubs right now because there's a whole bunch of crazy fun items, but sometimes I do just want to play with Siphon and faster mat farming, and sometimes I don't have teammates to play with. So it is really cool to see them bringing back Arena Fill. The overwhelming amount of comments beneath this though were about late game Arena. If you guys remember Booga's game mode, it was an absolutely massive success. So many people were playing the late game Arena mode. I remember watching FaZe Sway just stream it for hours on end. All the pros are playing it. There was tournaments going on. You could even host customs on it. It was just such a good game mode. And even though while the regular late game Arena again wasn't really the greatest practice for competitive, it was closer to regular Arena. But then what you could do, like Epic did, was run tournaments on late game Arena, and people could run scrims on it. I could run my own custom tournament. It was just such a better way to practice what is everyone's favorite element of the game, or most people's favorite element of the game, is endgame, because it's the thing you don't get as much. So this was an overwhelming amount of comments for this. I don't know if Epic sees this. The only one reason I can think of for why there would not be late game Arena in the game is because of the queue times. If people start playing late game Arena, they're going to play regular Arena even less, and those who want to play regular Arena are going to get even slower queue times. But Epic Games needs to realize that's because Arena isn't good. We've talked about this so many times. Arena isn't competitive, so people don't want to play it for the competitive aspect, most of them anyway, and also it's just not that fun. Unless the meta is good, like you've got a Chapter 2, in my opinion, Chapter 2 like Season 2, 3, 4, 5, well, when I think Arena was really fun, Season 4, Chapter 2 being most people's favorite Stark season. Outside of that, people just don't really find it that fun, so they don't want to play it. They've just got nothing else. So when you add late game Arena, which they love, they're all going to go play that, but you need to reevaluate why no one wants to play regular Arena. Either start to make it a bit more fun again, put some of those slightly crazier items into Arena, or make it competitive. You have those two options. We've talked about this a lot. Also, if you're worried about arena queue times, maybe just take trio arena out. I'm sorry for those of you guys out there who are grinding trio arena, but the reason why we used to have solo arena, duo arena, and trio arena is because it was a trio meta, but they wanted duo arena on because a lot of people like to play arena with just one other person, like myself. Trio arena doesn't really make that much sense right now. And I know I always say this, if you add a bunch of crazy stuff into arena and it's not in tournaments, then you need to make a separate game mode to run scrims on. But that is a very easy fix. Just have a scrim game mode sit there and people can run customs on it, but it doesn't actually queue you into a public game unless you run customs. That problem is solved. So I don't really like the fact that Epic isn't bringing back late game arena when that is the only reason I can see why it's not in the game. I know it would take some development. I know it would take some effort. The original late game arena when it came out wasn't perfect and they worked on it in following weeks, but it was amazing and the community loved it. I absolutely have no other reason why it would be out of the game. So much so that people got really excited when they announced this new Lightning Cup. They announced a Lightning Cup, no looting is required. When dropping in, you'll automatically be granted a competitive loadout. May 17th duos, May 19th solos, and everyone was freaking out. Unfortunately, I had to be the bearer of bad news and burst the bubble and make sure that iFiremonkey's tweet was known. He made a tweet saying that the new tournament starting loadout Lightning Cup duos, each player will start with a Striker burst assault rifle, Striker pump shotgun, Stinger SMG, a pair of floppers, and a stack of small shield potions. That isn't late game. You're dropping in with a full loadout, but you're not dropping into end game. So everyone's just gonna key each other even faster because they already have a good loadout, and then the end game is gonna be even more terrible than regular arena. It's a tournament though, so maybe the end games won't be as bad, but if they brought that in as a game mode like they did with late game, it just wouldn't work. I do have some questions about this game mode. Are you gonna come in with mats? Are people just gonna land on mountains and high grounds and just beam you out of the sky with a striker straight away? It's still cool though. I do like that Epic is using these Lightning Cups to try and test out these new rules, and a lot of people are suspecting when daily tournaments come back next season, which are presumably duos, a lot of them are going to follow these Lightning Cup formats. They're not going to be regular tournaments. I'm going to talk about that in a future video because I want to just present what we know about duos tournaments. It's going to be interesting, but I do like they're trying out new things. I think this looks like it'll be a fun tournament, but I think late game arena needs to come back, and there's a lot of people that want it to come back. Next up, we had an announcement from someone I did not expect in the Fortnite sphere. We had none other than the two-time Dr. Disrespect tweet out, "Fortnite is forever, introducing my $100,000 hotshot duo drop at Fortnite game event. 2v2, 0 build elimination race. Who needs a spot? Hotshots only." This got a lot of attention. It's taking place on May 27th. Now, this is invite only. I don't believe there's something you can qualify for. Maybe they'll do something on their social media, so keep an eye out on Doc's socials, but it's going to be fun to watch. This is basically a one-day Fortnite Friday style event, but it's going to be same as duos, but no building. And I think this would be really cool to see some of the content creators come out. A lot of you guys like to watch the no building, especially when the big content creators are involved, and seeing a kill race, like this is obviously going to give a shoe-in for players like Tfue who have been full grinding this game mode, dropping like 40 bombs in no build solo squads. I'm excited to watch it either way. If Doc is allowing rebroadcasting, I will almost definitely do a viewing party of this just because I want to see how it plays out. But it's cool seeing another content creator step back into the sphere, and as much as no building isn't really the thing for me to play, it is giving an avenue for a lot of these content creators to put on tournaments and allow people to play who maybe don't play Fortnite every single day and still put on a good showing, compared to if this was a duo pub kill race in build mode. As you know, most content creators who don't play Fortnite regularly are going to get blown away, so I'm excited to see how it plays out. There is a big update dropping tonight, and I'm filming this video before it happens because I need to pack down my setup and move it to an office down the road. Yes, this is the 5th time I'm going to be moving my setup in less than 3 months here in Canada, but I'm having internet issues yet again, and I want to fix them. So I'm sorry I can't film the video. If a whole bunch of crazy stuff comes out in this update, I will make another video tomorrow night covering it. But I think for the most part, it's going to be the arena fills, and we're going to have all the IO cars taken away. If it is something crazy, like the covert blimp starts going down, or there's something ridiculous, like I said, I'll make another video, but I didn't want you guys to hit the comments saying I forgot about stuff. I've had to film this video before the update, but don't worry, I got you. All right, guys, that does it for another video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please chuck a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.